Hello guys, welcome back. So today we will see one more problem from LeetCode, that is longest valid parenthesis. Okay, so we will be given some kind of parenthesis as a string and we have to find longest valid parenthesis. For example, in this case it is 2 and in this case it is 4. So in the empty string case we have to print 0. So let's see how to solve it. Okay, by the way, this belongs to hard category, but anyways, though it is a like hard problem, the solution is pretty simple. So the solution is like this. Okay, so we will have a loop from 0 to n, and then as and when we encounter any open bracket we will increment to open count, and also when we encounter any closing bracket we will increment closing bracket count. Okay, so let's take two variables. Let's say int open initially 0 and int close that will also be assigned to 0, and then int valid parenthesis size, for example, and let's assign this as well to 0. Okay, so as I said, like as and when we encounter open bracket we will increment open variable, and also when we see any closing bracket we will increment close in a variable. Okay, then every time we will also compare is open equals to close. If so, then we will store the result in valid pair size. Okay, and of course this will have the last seen valid parenthesis size, so we will compare, is it greater than the last seen valid parenthesis size. If it is more, then only we will store, otherwise we will just skip to next character without updating the valid parenthesis size. Okay, and also during this process we also see, for example, if we travels from left to right, okay, if we see more close brackets than the open brackets, then definitely it is not a it's not going to be valid parenthesis. I'm repeating one more time. So if we see more close brackets than the open brackets, then we will reset open and close counters to 0 again. Okay, let me do it. Okay, so if s dot char at, if char at position I equals to, for example, say open bracket, then we will increment open plus plus, else we will increment close plus plus, because we will see only these two characters in the string. Okay, so as I said, like at every step we will see if open equals to close, then we will store or update the valid parenthesis size like this. We have to take max of old valid parenthesis size and 2 star either open or close, both are fine, because individually we are storing open and close. So the result should be, for example, in this case, if open equal to close, so open will have 1, close will have 1, then the result should be 2. So that's why we are multiplying open by open or close, anything, because both are same. So we'll just multiply by 2. Okay, and then we'll take max of these two, old like already seen valid parenthesis size, and then the latest newly encountered valid parenthesis. Okay, if max of that we will take and update into valid parenthesis size. Okay, else if, for example, if close, for example, close brackets are more than open, so that is not going to be a valid scenario no more, right? Because close brackets are more than the open, so we will just reset the both open and close variables to 0. Okay, fine. So this is one iteration where we started from left to right. Now let's repeat the same from right to left. Okay, of course we have to reset the counters because we are starting fresh. We have to just reset the counters to 0. Now we will start I equals to length minus 1 and I greater than or equals to 0, okay, and then I minus minus. So same, if it is a open bracket, we will increment open counter, otherwise we will increment close counter. If both are same, then we will take the max of these two. Here you can say open or close, anything is fine, but then just giving it as close. Here because we are coming from right to left, so if we see more open brackets than the close, we have to reset the counters here. Okay, we have to just swap the condition from the above. Like here we have seen close greater than open. Okay, so here we have to check if open greater than close, then we have to reset the counter. Okay, finally just return the valid parenthesis size. This should solve the problem. Okay, so let me run it and see. Yeah, see, this got accepted. So one might wonder why we have to do the second loop. Why can't we do the first loop alone? Okay, just to check, let's comment this and see, and let's try to run it one more time. So here if you see, this case itself got failed. Why? Because so what we are doing from left to right, so we encountered open, so first we encountered open bracket, open plus plus, again open bracket, open plus plus, so open became 2, and then close, so close became 1. So none of these conditions are satisfied, right? Because close is 1 and open is 2. So none, and anyway open and close are not same. So none of these conditions are satisfied. So that's why the valid parenthesis size is still 0, right? Which is wrong. So that's why we have to do the right to left traverser as well. Okay. So if we see here, so then first we will encounter close. So we will increment close by 1, and then open. So we will increment open by 1. So by the time open and close become 1 1, because both open and close are same. So here the valid parenthesis size will be updated to 2. Okay, and then again we will see one more open bracket. So then it may reset the counters, but by then we already got the answer like 2. So that's why the right to left traverser is also important. Okay, yeah, that's it. If you still see any issues in understanding, please let me know through your comments. I will try to answer you guys. Okay, great. Thank you guys. See you in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.